Before we go boldly where no bunny has gone before, a quick reminder to not bring up future episodes, plot points, characters, or guest actors so I can have a spoil-free experience with Star Trek. And please don't tell me if something's good or bad before I watch it, okay? Thank you. Also, the full watch-alongs are available on my Patreon page. Hey everyone, welcome back to Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2, Episode 7. Before we get to that, I have a very long time coming book update because it did take me a while to get through this last book. But in my last book update, I gave you guys a clue about what book I was reading next, and nobody guessed it. Some of you guys know if you were in the last live stream that I did, but the book that I was reading that is the second book in a very, very, very popular sci-fi book franchise was this one right here. Dune Messiah, the second Dune book by Frank Herbert. I read the original Dune when I was like a teenager, and I reread the original Dune kind of recently, like within the last 3 to 5 years. I'm not sure. I don't even know if it was before or after I started doing the book updates on this channel. But anyways, Dune Messiah, it took me a little while to get into this book. I think I kind of ran out of gas after the last book I went through like super quick. If you guys remember Code to Zero by Ken Follett. Either I needed a little bit of a break, or this book was just kind of tough for me to get into at first. It's very different from the first Dune, I guess, in its pacing, and the first Dune has a lot more action, and I'm okay with books and shows not having a lot of action, but the stuff that was in place of the action was just kind of a very trudging for me. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of a lot of like politics and scheming and people around tables talking to each other, and it just took me a little while, but it did pick up for me, and I flew through the second half of it pretty quickly. And when I finished it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to read the next one immediately. I have to know what happens. So I went to my bookshelf to get the next one, and it wasn't there for some reason. A lot of these books that I have were from my dad's collection. For some reason, I don't have Children of Dune from him. I think all of the other ones are there. So I'm not sure what happened to that one, but I did same day delivery so I could start reading it right away, and I'm that far into it. So working on it. Oh, have I showed you guys my bookmark? It's a TARDIS. Anyways, so that's my update. Children of Dune, really cool so far. Anyways, Star Trek. This episode is called Unnatural Selection. Let's have some fun.
The Enterprise is bound for Star Station India to rendezvous with a Starfleet medical courier. Hopefully, the mission will give me further opportunities to assess the performance of our new chief medical officer.
Are they talking about Pulaski?
Come, sit down. How would you evaluate her as a chief medical officer?
I would say she has a passion for her work.
Is it possible that such consuming dedication could interfere with her judgment?
I feel your concern, Captain, but I don't share it.
We are picking up a faint distress signal on an open subspace frequency.
Respond on the same frequency.
Oh, I gotta save somebody's ass again. Okay. So much for what I wanted to do with my day today.
Can't hold out anymore. We are dying.
They're dying.
Are you under attack? Lantry?
I think we better get over there. Lickety split.
Can't hold out anymore.
Can't hold out anymore.
Dying.
We're dying.
I need to help.
You need to help. We need to help.
Adjust course to intercept Warp 7.
Well, I'm glad we're going with some haste.
Lantry, this is the Enterprise.
We might be too late.
No life signs, Captain.
Oh,
What else have we got in the neighborhood?
they don't look damaged.
No battle damage.
All systems seem functional, Captain.
If we gain control of our systems remotely, we could activate the view screen.
Oh, that's cool.
You reading anything, Doctor?
Still no signs of life, Captain.
They look old. Are they all old? Are they supposed to be old?
Closer.
He's got bumps all over his face.
My God.
Looks like they had a battle with time.
And lost.
Some sort of virus disease?
For the record, Captain, they died of old age.
Well, we've dealt with some similar before in TOS.
There are only 6 of us left. We've set course for the nearest Federation outpost. In the last few hours, I've watched friends grow old and die.
Did they visit a planet or something
Captain
recently?
Talaga was my age, sir.
Shit.
A single medical entry noting that the first officer was treated for Thelusian flu 5 days ago. That's an exotic but harmless rhinovirus. It couldn't have caused this.
The last port of call for the land tree was the Darwin Genetic Research Station.
At the very least, the people from Darwin Station deserve a warning. We may have to consider a quarantine.
Sounds like it. So unnatural. They said Darwin genetic. What did they say? Doesn't seem like there was much of a selection process, though. Nobody was selected for survival. They all died. I guess that's why it's unnatural.
The mere thought of a possible connection between the Lantry tragedy and a genetic research facility fills me with profound apprehension.
I don't think we should go over there either, in person.
This is Darwin Station. I'm Dr. Kingsley. We've just declared a medical emergency here. We need your help.
They're all getting old, too.
We're experiencing the rapid onset of geriatric phenomena. The first symptom is sudden acute arthritic inflammation. Dr. Pulaski, I celebrated my 35th birthday a week ago.
Oh my gosh. She's younger than I am.
I understand that Darwin Station is involved in genetic research. Is there a possible connection?
We believe that we were infected by a supply ship that was here 3 days ago.
Well, that would make sense. Because they died first. So they got it after.
But my immediate concern is our children.
Children?
They represent years of advanced genetic research. You must evacuate them as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, but under the circumstances, until we know what's going on, I'm imposing a full quarantine on Darwin Station.
I recommend against contact, Captain.
Yeah. Same.
If the children are free of disease, as Dr. Kingsley said, they should be evacuated.
Dr. Kingsley sincerely believes the children are not a threat. But she's not telling us the whole truth.
They never are. They never are.
We could beam up one child encased in styrolite in suspended animation.
Proceed with the examination, but I shall require positive proof that these children are harmless before I place any of my crew in jeopardy.
Seems risky. Risky.
A trick!
Transporter reverse! One moment, Lieutenant. Whoever he is, he's still in stasis.
It's not a child? They don't look old.
The child is unquestionably telepathic.
We could be looking at the future of humanity.
At least Dr. Kingsley's vision of it.
Oh, because they're like genetically altered and stuff. Yeah, that looks like a full-grown man to me. It looks like physically this child is aging more rapidly than, but how would the transport ship get infected first if their genetic research is what was causing?
His immune system is so advanced it may not be possible for him to contract disease. I want to free him from the styrolite.
But what if you're wrong?
I know I'm right.
I can't expose the Enterprise until I know where this disease came from and how it is transmitted.
That seems fair.
We will establish a force field containment.
But if we lose the force field for any reason, we lose the ship.
Oh, like if a power goes out?
He's a human being who needs our help.
But the risk is
minimal.
If you can demonstrate that he is biologically harmless without risk to the crew, I'll do everything in my power to assist. But I would appreciate it if you'd let me finish my sentences once in a while.
Oh, don't get on his bad side. Well, she feels very strongly about this whole situation.
Do you have a minute? Mm-hmm. You've known the captain for some time. He has such a consuming dedication to his ship, he doesn't seem to be able to step back to see the human side of the equation.
I don't think he'd be where he is if he couldn't see the human side of the equation. Let's just say you both have well-established personalities.
Did that help? Was that useful?
Dr. Kingsley, this is Kate Pulaski. The risk to the ship and crew is too great.
Every test on them has been negative. I demand that you do something to save them. For God's sake, we haven't got much time.
Stand by, I'll get back to you.
Well, she is getting very emotional.
I need to prove that the children are harmless. I can only do that in a fail-safe environment.
The only truly independent environment would be something like a shuttlecraft.
The shuttlecraft.
Oh. But, okay. But she would have to be on the shuttlecraft.
I'd like permission to put the boy in a shuttlecraft. I can study him there without risk to anyone else. I'm volunteering to make that test myself.
You have a responsibility to this ship,
I
which
also
goes...
have a responsibility to humanity. You were saying.
Request approved.
Captain. Approved?
Wait, what?
I recognize that you're trying to satisfy my condition.
That's true, she is. She thought hard about it. She found a way. But it would definitely put her at risk.
I assume that you're qualified to pilot this shuttlecraft?
Certainly.
Come aboard. We don't have much time.
Wait, but hasn't it been shown that Data can be affected by things that like fleshly humans can be affected by, like the Naked Now virus? I guess I have to assume that she got an approval for Data to be on board. Unless he's just showing her.
The captain approved this, Doctor.
You'll take us a few hundred meters away from the Enterprise and hold position.
Oh no, are you going against... She didn't tell him. Oh no. He probably would have said no. Oh no. Pulaski, what are you doing?
Good luck, Doctor.
And Data?
It's the only way to prove they're harmless.
And if they are not?
I hate to keep reminding you, but you are a machine. You'll be perfectly safe.
That is by no means certain, Doctor. But I was referring to you.
It's all part of being human. Shall we proceed?
Stand by to
I
transport.
don't like him being
Aye,
so
sir.
close to that thing. I mean, that person thing. He's like all wrapped up in bubble wrap. It's... Okay. Okay, I guess it's fine. So, if he is a child, how old is he supposed to be?
Oh, yes. I do.
Oh, he's a
I
child.
understand you perfectly.
He has not said anything.
He's telepathic.
So this is their vision of the future of humanity.
She's been in direct contact with the boy for 18 minutes.
He is genuinely concerned for her.
All systems are functioning within normal specifications, Doctor.
I appreciate your help, but your bedside manner needs work.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Are they getting rid of another of my girly girls? First Tasha, then Beverly, and now Pulaski?
There was no warning.
Well, they better find a cure now.
It's the initial symptom of the disease. Apparently, the children are carriers.
They're carriers, but they don't like they don't get the symptoms, but they are carriers. And why,
It wasn't your fault.
Tell us what you need, Doctor.
There's nothing you can do, Captain. I'm not going to make myself an exception to the Darwin quarantine.
Now what about Data?
Shall I set course for Darwin Station?
What do we have to lose?
We can no longer consider the Darwin Station crisis our most immediate concern. Her safe return and that of Commander Data must take priority.
Well, I suggest we beam them both back onto the ship.
What?
The transporter's biofilter won't protect us.
Yeah, but couldn't we adjust the biofilter? We could alter the filter to screen out whatever it is that's causing the disease.
But we don't know what's causing the disease.
Mm-hmm.
We might try the trace. Well, as you know, the transporter keeps a record of all transmissions, a pattern, if you will. But if we use the transporter trace to control the reconstitution process...
Control the reconstitution. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. We've beamed...
Where will we get the trace pattern?
We've beamed...
Doctor's never used our transporter.
What?
Oh, she's a woman of very strongly held opinions. What was her previous assignment?
Her last ship was the Repulse.
Oh.
Contact the USS Repulse using Subspace Captain's Priority Channel.
She's never... Okay, I was gonna say... Ooh, look at this place. We've beamed people back before, like, using a previous version of them. Like in the animated series.
I can only tell you how much I regret the burden we've imposed on you. I still can't believe you were infected by one of our children. They were designed to resist disease.
But they can still carry it.
Let me show you something.
But I guess if Pulaski's never used the transporter, then they wouldn't have a previous version of her to use.
The oldest is 12, and all are telekinetic.
They're 12 and younger?
Perfect in every way.
You were telling me about their immune system.
We gave these children an aggressive immunity. The rest of us were infected by the supply ship, but they were protected.
But where did the supply ship get it from?
The first officer had a mild case of Thelusian flu.
Their immune system would release an active antibody that would attack the virus.
Destroy it. How exactly?
Or mutate it.
Antibody would adapt itself to alter the genetic code of the virus.
Oh my god.
An analysis of the interaction between the Thelusian flu and the children.
Oh, we don't have time for that.
Commander Data has a way with computers.
Mm-hmm. Smile.
We erased Dr. Pulaski's transporter pattern right after she transferred. I would have given her a shuttle if it would have kept her here.
Why did you let her go?
As soon as she found out about an opening on the Enterprise, she put in a request for transfer. Apparently, she's been an admirer of yours for some time.
Extraordinary.
He's like, I never would have guessed.
The land tree was not the source of the disease, but it was the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Their active immune systems set out to attack the virus, and once it was triggered, it kept going. It alters the genetic makeup of normal humans.
And since our DNA is self-replicating,
Is irreversible.
the children don't carry the disease, they are the cause. Enclosed environment of the shuttlecraft concentrated my exposure.
Right, what's the next step?
Oh.
The children will survive, but the rest of us are just about out of time.
So because the ship was a more enclosed space, that's why it progressed fast.
Chief Medical Officer's log. This will be my final report to the Enterprise.
We gotta save her.
An attempt to control human evolution has resulted in a new species that's lethal to its predecessors. The quarantine of the Darwin Station must be maintained forever.
Oh, man. Well, how much time is left? How long have I been... We can still turn this around, right?
Doctor,
Please, give my best to the captain.
Commander Data, ready to beam aboard.
Kate knew what she was doing.
I wish I could be certain that we'd tried everything.
He's not going to give up on her. He can't.
You have the bridge, number one.
But how are we going to deal with this without our chief medical officer?
Data, tell me. If... It's good to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
Now, quickly.
The subtle molecular transposition of...
Yes. But say if it were undone, would she be normal again?
As normal as ever, sir.
But how are we going to do
You said that the transporter could be modified to filter out the changes in Dr. Pulaski. What if we used a sample of her DNA?
Oh.
Could that be used to filter out the genetic changes?
Well, I'd have to get into the biofilter bus and patch in a molecular matrix reader.
And that sounds like it's going to take a long time.
Can you do the modifications?
I think so, sir.
Then make it so.
You heard what he said. Let's get those panels off.
Her records were shipped by way of Starfleet headquarters. They have not caught up with us yet.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
A single cell.
Well, get her hairbrush. If the root is there, wouldn't hair have DNA? Gotta get a freaking cup that she used.
Anything. A fingernail. A hairbrush.
Thank you. Does she not brush her hair? Oh, there we go.
It has a follicle, sir. Live cells.
Follicle. I said root. She's not a plant. Follicle. You know what I meant.
Doctor, we may have a solution. We have a sample of your normal DNA to use as a filter in the transporter.
Interesting theory, Captain.
This has never been attempted before.
Well,
She doesn't have anything to lose.
if I live through this, I'll have a much better understanding of geriatrics.
If it doesn't work, we won't be able to reverse transport the doctor back to the planet.
Again, putting everyone at risk.
I'll operate the transporter controls myself.
Thank you, sir. But you'll be able to tell if it's worked by watching the stack.
Don't tell Riker that you're going to be doing this, because he would throw a fit.
Here we go.
It's not working.
Captain, wait!
He's like, I forgot to hit enter. We got her back. Aww.
Doctor, good to see you.
I thought everyone else was going to get out of the room.
Welcome back, Doctor.
And Picard was going to be the only one who was at risk.
If this hadn't worked, it would have been necessary to beam your energy into empty space. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Every time I get into the damn thing, I'm convinced that's what's going to happen. The adults of Darwin Station have been restored to normal health using our transporter and continue their research in hopes of one day rejoining their children.
Well, that's good.
Scientists believe no experiment is a failure.
Blows to 40 kilometers.
40 kilometers.
We're going to blow it up.
The men and women of the USS Lantry paid with their lives. Their sacrifice is thus noted in this scientist's log.
Torpedoes ready, Commander.
Gentlemen.
Set course and speed for Star Station, India.
They couldn't risk anybody else boarding.
Engage.
Oh. Oh. I was so scared. Oh, I was so scared. You know, one thing that them getting rid of Tasha and getting rid of Beverly has done to me is make me feel this fear of like they're going to get rid of another character at any moment for any reason. I mean, there are a few characters that I know are going to stick around because I've seen them, you know, later on and in First Contact and whatnot. But Pulaski, I mean, she's still a special appearance, so I don't know what her contract looks like. I don't want to know what her contract looks like, obviously, but I'm just any character that I don't know for certain sticks around for, you know, longer than this. I just don't know. And it was looking really bad there. It was looking really bad for a bit. Like I mentioned before, we've seen this racing against the clock, trying to find some sort of cure for a rapid aging Miri, the Deadly Years, the Lorelei. And when it became apparent that this was going to be another episode with the same kind of problem that needed to be solved, I was like, I don't know. Do we really have to do this again? But I really liked this episode. I thought it was really enjoyable. It had me on the edge of my seat. I was ready to mourn the death of Kate Pulaski and add her to the pile with Tasha Yar and Beverly Crusher as no longer being on the series anymore. And I am very glad that that did not turn out to be the case. I really enjoyed the mystery of how this virus came to be, where it came from, because I thought it must have something to do with their genetic experimentations, engineering that they were doing on the station or wherever it was, but was confused because the people on the ship seemed to have contracted it first because they died first, when in actuality, probably the people on board the spaceship and the people on board the space station or whatever research facility probably got infected around the same time. But because the space vessel being a smaller enclosed space, they aged more rapidly than the people on the research facility that was a much larger space. And then Pulaski, being on the small shuttlecraft, was affected very, very quickly. I don't know if that makes like sense in scientific truth, like if that would be realistic, but for the sake of this story, I'm just gonna believe what they say, and that's how it works. I love that we learned a little bit more about Pulaski, and I don't know if they ever mentioned her distrust of the transporter, but this was the first time that I recall ever hearing it. But it reminds me of a certain other chief medical officer, Leonard McCoy, who also did not trust that thing and did not like it, although he did go on it quite often. But anyways, we also learned about the fact that she requested to come to the Enterprise specifically to serve under Picard, and that she looks up to him. And I don't want to say necessarily that because he found about this, he fought harder to get her back safely, because I think he would have fought just as hard even before hearing that. But I do feel like it definitely made him a lot more worried, and like he had a more of a personal interest, more of an emotional stake in getting her back safely. And I just really love to see him fight for somebody that hard and just not giving up even when it seemed like they had exhausted all their options. He just really dug deep to try to find any way that they could make it possible. And they did it. And oh, it's a really sweet episode. And the whole thing about how this virus came to be in existence in the form that it was in to manipulate the humans' DNA in the way that it did, I don't know if it like makes scientific sense, like if it's something that could feasibly potentially happen in real life, but I thought it was a really cool explanation. It's definitely something that surprised me, pleasantly surprised me. So I would say that this is probably in my top 3 of season 2 so far. I know there's only 7 episodes, so not too much competition yet, but yeah, this is in my top 3. This with Elementary, Dear Data, and As Loud as a Whisper, I think it was called. Yeah. What did you guys think? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.